Beastmoon Monster Mayhem is a timed event, so learning to get around the map very quickly is definitely a must. This one is the Celestia map. In Beastmoon Monster Mayhem, there's no red team or blue team. It's just one team against all of the creatures that they throw at you. So you're going to have two teleporters, red and blue. If you look at the map, the blue teleporter takes you to the top of the map, and the red teleporter takes you to the bottom of the map. This is important because you need to get to one of these battle circles to finish all of these battles as soon as you can. So in this instance, there were two battles at the top and one at the bottom. So if your team isn't necessarily communicating well, I always go for the one that has two battle rings to fight at. That way you can pick the one that doesn't already have two players on. Most teams do 2v2 on the very first round. It depends on what your team wants to do on the next rounds. Sometimes they do 3v2 or sometimes they do 2v2 until the third wave. So with Beastmoon Monster Mayhem, make sure you pick your form quickly, and as soon as everybody picks their form, the timer counts down and starts the match. There's two ways to quickly move about in this one. I'm going to show you the top, which in this case has two different ones at the top. So we're going to run and go, or at least swim quickly and go through the blue teleporter, which now you can see I'm over here in between the two, and my planchette, my character is facing forwards here. There's one going straight, and then there's one behind me. The straight one's pretty easy. You just run straight forward, curve a little bit, because of course the Beastmoon maps are roundish, and there you go, straight to the moon, really quick to start that battle. However, if that one's already full and you want to go to the star, for instance, just make a quick U-turn and go right up here because it's on the upper level. And just keep going forward, and there it is. There's the star. And now we've reached the second battle that's up on the top. And that's using the blue teleporter. These battle rings are never going to move, and the teleporters never move, so you don't have to worry about that. So all you got to do is say, okay, if I'm going to star, I just pull a U-turn, and if I'm going to the moon, I just go straight. Now, there's one down here with the red. So let's take that teleporter. And you can see that it's pointing straight at that one. If I wanted to do the eye, I would do exactly the same, where I just do a U-turn and go up to the level. But this one is straight ahead, so I just swim as quickly as I can, straight forwards, and there's that battle. This one is pretty straightforward because it's round. There's no like hidden areas or anything like that. However, here's some handy things to find during your battles. Right outside both the red and blue teleporters is a section that gives you the health wisp. Rarely, but it does happen, there might be a pip in that fountain. Also, once you exit the teleporter area, you can go quickly to the right, and this little lower alleyway here usually has pips in it. And these green ones are swift wisps. These will make you go much, much faster. And even though it shows red because you're just automatically on the red team, this is actually the blue teleporter here. So don't worry about the color on the outside. As you can see right there, there's another health fountain. Running around here, you're going to find clams, not chests, to either get coins or the extra time. There's lots and lots of different places to find the time clams. They're all over. And the one that you're going to be looking for is the time clam, which adds 2 minutes to your time. Time clam! And it adds 2 minutes. And in Beastmoon Monster Mayhem, you're not going to get any of the battle cards out of those clams. Or chests, whichever map you're using. No one is able to find it before the spirals open. It's a pretty good chance that it's hiding in the spiral area. And spirals open, we can run on in. Yep, there is the time clam right there. You can also find them on this upper area here. A lot of times right around this front area where you can't necessarily see until you approach it, there's usually a clam up here, But of course, as always, there's only one time clam and lots of coin clams. In addition, once one of these battles is completely defeated, then the time clam appears. But you can either choose to help out the remaining teams that are still fighting, or you can look for the time clam. It's good to communicate on your team on what they need, because sometimes somebody might still be in the battle, but they're defeated, so they might need some help. And as soon as you defeat something here, you have a teleporter. Run straight through there, grab your health, grab your pips, and then go again. Or you could just get your wisps on the outside, and then health, etc. At the end of every battle on the outside, which will be 3 of these, depending on which one of these it is. It could be over here at eye, moon, star, or sun, but there's 3 of them on the outside. Once all 3 of them are defeated, then the spiral opens. It's not based on time, you have to defeat all of them out here. And now that this is over and the spiral is open, go through that teleporter. And now zoom to the spiral. Be careful though, once you go through, don't just keep running, because there might not be enough players here to start the spiral battle. There are 4 different teleporters to enter the spiral, and they're located all the way around. However, they're on different levels. The 2 yellow ones right here are located on the upper level, and the green one and the purple one are located on the lower level. And those would be right outside the teleporter to get into the lobby. If you happen to be full of pips and full of health and you're on this upper level, don't bother going down to the lower one. Just take this path right here. And as soon as you see that archway opening, that is where the teleporter is, takes you right to the spiral battle. If you're able to defeat all of the creatures in the spiral battle and finish that one, your entire team will be automatically teleported back to the lobby. The time already starts for the next wave, so get out there and start those battles again. Be sure, as always, to check out the map and see what the creatures are, what their school is. Maybe some of them get a lot of damage on you, whereas a different one might not. But again, communicate with your team. You could say, I'm going to star, I'm going to eye, I'm going to sun, I'm going to moon, 2v2, 3v2, etc. Same thing with when you're battling in the spiral. There will be a team of 4 at the spiral, and then a team of 2 on the outside. All 4 of these rings will have a battle in it, and each one of those will have a bonus card that does some sort of effect for the spiral battle. That could be giving you blades and shields. That could be giving a hit. It could be removing something like a DOT. It could be a heal. So definitely communicate with your team. The spiral team can let the outside team know what the school is of the boss, if it's fire, if it's balance, if it's ice, etc. And then the outside team can let them know that there's an incoming boost for them. Now, there's only one change in what happens after the battle, and that's once the spiral is open and you're defeating these outside battles. When you defeat them, there is no teleporter that takes you immediately to the lobby to fill up on your health and your pips. So make sure you know where the nearest pips and health are, because you don't want to enter any of these battles with missing pips or health. We can just go right down here and then loop back around. Fill up on the wisps, fill up on the health. You can, of course, go looking for the pip wisps and also the health wisps, but it's faster if you just go back into the lobby as quickly as you can and then run back out, and trying to get to the next battle as quickly as possible. Because that's the name of the game in Monster Mayhem, because the timer is always going ticky down. Because of the fact that you can hang out here as long as you want, it's a good idea if you are unfamiliar with the map. You can also just swim around and explore. Enjoy the music. Enjoy the gorgeous scenery. Take some selfies with your friends. Try out how the different beast forms are. They do have a different animation underwater, which is fun, like the pig. Or the croc. Personally, I love to hang out in the Celestia one after the battles are done and just check out the amazing scenery. Bravo and kudos to who designed this one. Thanks so much, everyone, for checking out this quick guide on how to traverse the Celestia Beastmoon map quickly for Beastmoon Monster Mayhem, and we will see you in the next one.